In recruiting, one of the most important things is making sure to prove that you're worth a scholarship. And so I'm going to talk about the five different types of proof, how you can use them in your recruiting, so that way you can ultimately get scholarships. And so I'm Trent Loera. If you don't know who I am, I run your first scholarship. I help families get their first college football scholarship and more. And so going into this, so now when I talk about proof, it's just showing a coach, showing, not telling them why they should offer you over everyone else. And so most people know what I'm talking about in terms of what I'm going to go over the types of proof, but they may not know how effective each one is. And we've been able to test this just with the families that we worked with over the past 2 years. Sending over 130,000 emails in the past year, as well as over 100,000 DMs. We've just done a lot of different testing with this and know what grabs coaches' attention over other stuff. So the first one is stats and awards. This is probably the lowest because generally speaking, like stats and awards don't really mean much. They're subjective in terms of the awards, and the stats are objective, but it's dependent on the competition that you play. If you're at a small school and you're dominating competition, like 3,000 passing yards isn't that much. Versus like if you're in the Trinity League, 2,400 passing yards is solid. And so that really it can be used to like open conversations, but it's not going to get you a scholarship, and that's the big difference. The second thing is high school. So your high school is a good form of proof in terms of the competition I just talked about stats and awards. So like if you're going to a really good high school, and I talk about this in my different types of high schools video, you're more apt to get offers just because of the competition that you're around, your high school coach, all that stuff. It just brings a lot of natural exposure, as well as just like, hey, this guy's starting for the school. It's just much more apt to be like, hey, this guy's probably a college level player. The next thing is references. So this is like connections. It can be a good form of proof in the sense that it'll allow you to skip ahead of the line and just get in touch with the coach. And so I definitely recommend that you use those as much as possible. But it's not going to, just because someone says, hey, check this kid out or offer this kid, doesn't mean you're going to get an offer. Because basically the reference is there to get you to the next step, which it brings me to the fourth one, which is video. So video to me is the ultimate form of proof because it's showing, not telling. Stats awards is much more telling. The high school that you go to is much more telling. References are telling someone about something, but video is undeniable visual proof that you can do the things that you said you could. And so video is what you want to create as often as possible. This is stuff like your highlights, workout clips, all that stuff. Anything you can show, that's stuff that coaches want to see, is all good forms of video and what you want to use the most to prove that you deserve a scholarship offer. Now, the other caveat to this is another good form of proof is also in-person stuff. So like camps, showcases, all that stuff, if you're in front of coaches, good way to get some more proof out there. But of course, you need to make sure that the coaches are looking at you, and obviously camps don't happen all the time, while video you can do at any time. So that's why I kind of include video in there rather than just camps, but did want to make that note as well. And the last one, the ultimate one, is scholarship offers. Everybody knows once you get your first scholarship offer, the rest of them come much easier. And so scholarship offers are an excellent way to get more scholarship offers. And they prove that a coach has already at least offered you something. And so thus this is a reason why others might offer you something. It's just a bandwagon effect. And sadly, that's just the way the recruiting world works. But ultimately, our brain thinks in very lazy ways to try and confirm things. And so when recruiting people are going through and they're making their decisions on who to recruit, who to offer, it makes much more sense to offer the kid that's already been offered by 5 different schools rather than offer the kid that has 0 offers, because there's no confirmation on that. Now, obviously, there's gems out there, and eventually, the first offer does come if you're talented enough, but there is that bit of inertia just because you don't have any scholarship offers yet. And that's why I like video, because video is the reason why guys get their first offer, is because there's something in that video that shows these coaches, hey, we should take a chance on this guy. And so those are the 5 different forms of proof. You can use them in various different ways, whether you do it on your X profile and your emails and your XDMs, but you can use each of them. The most powerful ones, again, are the video and the scholarship offers, but you can use some of the ones on your left to your advantage based on what you have at hand. If you don't have amazing stats, amazing words, then this is a good sign for you, and because the video is what matters. If you can craft amazing video that coaches love to watch and are seeing stuff that they want to see, you can oftentimes, and this is just what we've seen with families, is like their stats and awards are not good. And so we never mention them. We have guys that don't even have that much video. I mean, we're talking like a minute, maybe less than a minute of highlights, and we're still able to get them scholarship offers because they have enough video over the right stuff. And so that's what really matters here, and that's just the point I really want to make. Again, these are all forms of proof. I recommend you use them all, but there is a ranking to this, and I recommend you lean on that video because it's the one they can control and use the most to your advantage. And of course, once you get that scholarship offer, leverage the heck out of that. That's a good one as well. But hopefully, this helped out, give you an idea of kind of how to go about it, and ultimately get some more interest and some more offers. So, with that being said, if you want to use these types of proof, we have full playbooks on how to make video, as well as we handle the email and the DM sending process for you. So that way you can save yourself hundreds of hours and just stuff that we already know works, and get one-on-one coaching throughout the entire process. Then you can click the link below, book a call with my team. I'll walk you through what we do, how we do it, answer any questions you may have. And with that being said, we also offer a full guarantee that if you don't get a scholarship at the end of the process, we'll give you a full refund. And that's just the worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out. Luckily, every family we worked with has gotten at least one offer, if not multiple. So with that being said, hope to talk to you soon. Hope to see you inside your first scholarship. If not, hope to see you in the next one. Peace.